first things first, developers Blue Brain Games, the creators of the House of Da Vinci game, they have another puzzle adventure game in the making for a couple of years now, going by the name, well, the House of Tesla. This game's not only coming to PCs and consoles, Switch included, but also the mobiles by the end of the year. And in case you missed it, we actually just got a new trailer for it too. Coming up behind that, we've got a puzzle side-scrolling adventure game going by the name Gift. In fact, Gift is inspired by the Little Nightmare games about this tiny little guy that is trying to escape from a sinking ship, and along the way also help a few other crew members. Here's a trailer. This game is coming to PCs and Switch on May 9 this year, and this is how it looks. Now that being said, Fear Underground has been in the works for almost 2 years now, and a whole year since reveal however, and now promised to be coming out on PCs via Steam in the next couple of months. Now y'all remember the crawling scenes in the Dead Space games where you only could go forward and back in a tunnel, in an air vent? Here's the same experience almost, except it's just a whole game like that. You play as a medieval knight who has found himself in a labyrinth underground and in search of a way out. Moving on to number 4, we have Batani Manor. This is a exploration puzzle game where you play as a retired batonist. That's also an instrument, the baton. Set in the 9th century, it's a first-person puzzle game in nature. Not to mention, it's actually the new work of the same team who made the game Lake. Anyway, this game is coming to PCs, Switch, and Xbox consoles only on April 9 this year. We actually just got a new trailer from it too.
Papa, how I miss you. I'd give my soul to see you again.
Coming up behind that at number 5, we have Castle of Secrets, described by its developers as a storyline-based psychological adventure horror game with a fresh twist, combining first-person views with two-dimensional mechanics. You see, more than anything else, it's a point-and-click puzzle adventure game, or at least it's inspired by that, and offers over 30 interactive characters, each having their own unique personality to meet along the way. This game is coming to PCs only within 2024.
Where is Miss Susan headed?
First, you must fulfill our conditions. Then to Mother. Later.
It's time to sum up your actions, miss, to understand which side you're on with the fate you've earned.
Will you play with me? I never killed anyone. It was a ghost.
Not exactly, dear. Killed? No. But tricked? Yes. Die, bitch!
Castle of Secrets.
I need to get out of here.
Some cases stick to your soul like hot tar.
Sitting on Steam through a demo, we've got Detective Ritual at a Sea, which is this decision-based puzzle adventure made in Unreal Engine. It's a third-person perspective and a tad inspired by the System Shock games, although, like I said, it's in third person. This game is coming to PCs fully later this year. It's also coming from the same team who previously made the Nemesis Lockdown games.
You can never solve. The scent of sea salt. The hum of algae farms. Eyes filled with terror. The lifeless body torn with fish hooks. Candles. Runes. A reminder that in my line of work, closure is a luxury, not a guarantee.
I've said it before, in case you missed it. Revolution Software came out last month and announced that the Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Reforged is now coming to PC, Switch, and other consoles too. Which, I mean, the Reforged stands for offering a remastered version of the game that was released almost 30 years ago, 1996. Point-and-click adventure puzzle game with now redrawn backgrounds, 4K resolution, brand new animations, and a lot more.
The ceaseless drone of traffic. The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state. It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? No, don't.
Coming in at number 8, it's been actually more than 15 years since I was obsessed with the world of Ghoul as a teenager. God, those were dreamy times. We've got the sequel to the old physics puzzle game World of Goo, going by just, World of Goo 2. The game is coming to PCs, Switch, and the next generation of consoles, no longer in late 2024, but on May 23. We actually just got a new trailer for it too.
Lots of people lost things in the blackout. I was lucky.
During the Annapurna Interactive showcase maybe a couple months ago, we got words that these folks are making a Blade Runner game entitled Blade Runner 2033 Labyrinth. Well, there's not really much to talk about except just a cinematic, maybe hints of the gameplay in it. All we know is the game is coming to PCs, both generation of consoles as well, within 2024. It actually takes place in a dystopian Los Angeles after the blackout between the original Blade Runner and the sequel 2049.
Being someone else. In places that no longer exist. That's where you'll find me. Searching. In the land of the dead.
Okay, I have a problem with small talk. I decided to go on a journey in my mind to put things into perspective.
Number 10, we've got a game called simply plain old Layla. It's a visual novel style hand-drawn point-and-click adventure, which has already been awarded by several websites as a very unique game with an engaging story. I mean, on the prototype. The whole thing's 4 long emotional chapters, original voice and soundtracks, and a ton of puzzles to solve. Anyway, we got a new trailer for where this game is coming to PCs only in the next couple of months.
Whew, there are going to be some savage moments here. And sarcastic comments. It looks nice and inviting with uncanny subnotes. Yeah, I guess that's me. Before finishing the preview, I'd like to take a quick look back to my 20s, just to remember how eye-catching I was. Wait, what? Okay, that's enough. The rest is spoilers.
Depends on the night. Most nights it's watching, waiting for a slip-up. I don't know, someone gets greedy, someone gets brave.
And that's what you were doing the night of the incident.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're a fan of the Wolf Among Us, or just in general into Telltale games, you know them well, and it's been over 10 years since we had the first game. It's been almost half a year, also, since we came across the reveal trailer of the sequel, and ever since nothing, no updates. Well, if it's any justice, the game's release window of 2024 still remains solid. It is an ongoing development, as developers put it, and if we're lucky, we're gonna see more of it at this year's Gamescom, as it is rumored, which is gonna take place around June. Moving on.
Something like that.
Your boss, Miss White, said things didn't go as planned. She mentioned that there was some violence? In the moments when you find yourself losing control.
Than a convent.
Moving on to number 12, we've got here from the old-time publishers 11 Bits, a brand new psychological horror adventure game going by the name Indica. The trailer here is a bit of cutscenes, a little bit of gameplay, some stories. It's a third-person story-driven puzzle game about an alternative reality where religious beliefs have crashed really hard into our reality, and we're living in it. Here's the trailer. This game is coming to PCs and next-gen consoles only within the next few months.
How did that happen? First, you got pushed out of your house, and then out of the monastery. And if, by chance, you were to kill someone and go to jail, sooner or later you'd get pushed out of there as well. So where now? Huh? So many options.
Sitting on Steam with a demo at number 13, we have A Broken Veil, coming to PCs exclusively in full around October this year. We hear the game is a action puzzle horror platformer, and as you can see, there's no denying it is inspired by the Little Nightmare games. Except it's set in a post-Soviet Russia and follows the journey of a young boy, just the same, who has prosopagnosia. I hope I've pronounced it right, which is basically the medical term for face blindness. Take a look.
As young adventurer Murphy McCallan, follow cryptic clues and solve perplexing puzzles across the enigmatic island of Devil's Rock.
Coming out of a Kickstarter campaign already gathered over 4 times its initial goal here, with all stretch goals actually met. Foolish Mortals is a classic style point-and-click adventure game inspired by the Monkey Island games and even the Broken Sword, as developers put it, where you'll take the role of a young treasure hunter as he explores a mysterious island. This mysterious island in search of a lost treasure. This game is coming to PCs exclusively around July this year.
Determined to find the treasure before you. What follows is a chilling chase through crumbling crypts, voodoo vaults, and the mysterious manor itself. In a supernatural battle that spans both life and death. Stopping that arcane evil will require not only reaching the treasure first, but also finding out what happened in the house all those years ago. In order to do that, perhaps you'll need to die too. Foolish mortal.
And last but not least, we've got the same publishers as the latest Shrine game, over 100 different games though. A new interactive Asian-style fiction novel game going by the name Until Then, which is a mix of, well, pixel art, 2-dimensional characters and a 3D background, like the later Star Ocean Story R that came out, the second Story R, and it's available to play through a demo right now on Steam. This game is coming to PCs in the PlayStation 5 only within 2024, and that's all we know.